Pastor resigns over Kumuyi'S support of Tinubu administration. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The pastor of Deeper Life Bible Church, 84 Nobi Road, Newi, Anambra State, Ogeze Venitus Chinyerugo, has resigned as the district pastor of the church on account of the apparent support of the general superintendent and head of the church, William Kumuyi, for the government of President Bola Tinubu, exemplified by recent comments on the administration. Chinyerugo, in a letter dated August 23rd, 2023, said he was resigning from his pastoral assignment following a viral video of the superintendent of a church delving into politics by supporting the Tinubu administration that he claimed has brought hardship upon Nigerians. In a letter addressed to the regional overseer, Deeper Life Bible Church, Chinyerugo stated, he said, and I quote, "I write this note with great burden, bearing in mind its far-reaching spiritual implications. I feel that our Father in the Lord and our General Superintendent, Dr. William Kumuyi, have made a costly mistake, and there is no way for me to effectively convey my mind to him than residing as the pastor of the above district, effective from today, the 23rd of August, 2023. My decision was taken after watching the video, which I forwarded to you, where he advised Nigerians to support the government and the ministers because, according to him, they will perform, especially going by the antecedent. Honestly, I was devastated and felt terrible, humiliated and disappointed after watching the clip. For the record, I became a born again on April 10th, 1984 as an undergraduate under the Christian Union, and later in that year I joined the Deeper Life after months of searching for a church that reflects the Bible. Why not? I could not have left the world only to fool myself and surrender myself again to be deceived. I have not been disappointed since I joined the church. God has so graciously used the pastor to mold my Christian life and, of course, the life of many others. He has also, by words and conduct, taught us to mind the kingdom business and refrain from dabbling into political matters. He had exemplified his teaching for several decades by steering clear of political controversies until lately. Most debilitating was his visit in 2019 to the president of Nigeria then, Muhammadu Buhari, at a time when Nigerians, Christians, pagan, Muslims, and atheists were wishing and praying for him to exist. While Nigerians with their short memories are trying to forget that visit blunder to such an insensitive leader, the tribal and religious bigot, our pastor has committed another terrible blunder. He has recommended this present administration, in which every detail about the administration is anti-ethical to the pastor's preaching. And this is why the presidency is still subject to national and international judicial contest. As a mathematician, I wonder what mathematical principle he used to arrive at that conclusion, because my elementary arithmetic taught me that 0 multiplied by 1 trillion amounts to 0. So on what moral principle will this administration fight corruption? On the past performances and quality of the ministers, I wonder if our pastors know about Isa Bagudu and many of the former governors. Sir, if I do not remove the speck in my very own eyes, then I will be one of the heroes. I'll be one of the hearts of hypocrites marauding everywhere in Nigeria. I am one of those who vehemently criticize members of Catholic, Anglican, and some other Pentecostal churches for not drawing the attention of their own leaders when they go wrong. Hence, my decision to resign. I am particularly let down by the demeaning comments in the social media space, and unlike usual, I'm silenced to defend him because the comments are correct. He has given the enemies of the Lord the opportunity they are looking for to talk down on him, and by extension, the church. All through the election campaigns, he maintained a glorious and dignified silence and win members of the church and respect for that. I wonder about the need for this comment at this point in time. I wish this message reaches him, but considering that the office bureaucracy will likely make it impossible for it to get to him, I may have to pass this through social media in the next 1 or 2 weeks unless he speaks to Nigerians. Thanks a lot for indulging my several irritations. I pray for heaven at last for all of us. Supporting our leaders presupposes that such leaders meet up with 2 Samuel 23 verse 3, that is, which says that they want to rule among men. Okay, they that want to rule among men must be righteous and fearing God, which obviously means that they should not rig, kill, and corner power by force, and they should have a popular mandate to rule. Any other prayer reserved for such leaders without the above qualifications is that God should give us the courage to stand up against them like the people of Sri Lanka. Since an Ethiopian cannot change his color, praying for such people to change and maybe become born again at this point in time is unrealistic. However, since faith without work is dead, when we have done all that we're supposed to do and there is nothing else left, then we should resort to prayer, since with God nothing shall be impossible. Well, now this is where I'm going to come in. So this is his own. Nobody should insult this man. Please, nobody should insult him. This is actually his own opinion. And I love the fact that, he's resigning. He's not coming out, he's resigning. But this is where I'm going to tell him, sir, you're not all right. You are not all right. As in, you are not totally right. That is what I mean to say. He's not totally right because if you are resigning to prove a point, then permit me to say, is it because of Kumuyi that you actually become a born again? Is it because Kumuyi was truthful to, was faithful to God all these years according to you? That is how you put your own faithfulness. Is that why you stayed with the church and became a pastor? Because to me, that is the only reason. So to me, he was actually serving God because of Kumuyi. You are not serving God because you truly want to serve God. Because this is the only advice I'm going to give to people who are in the church. Christians will say, some of them stop going to church. They stop doing the certain thing. They stop going for their fellowship meeting because a particular person started behaving somehow. And I'm like, excuse you, are you going to church because of that particular person? Are you going to church because of Pastor Gio, your Gio, Gio Kumuyi actually came outside and he said things that you do not like or does not, according to you, does not sit well to be said as a Christian? All you need to do is to find a way to communicate it to him. Or rather, they even said it's not even good to condemn your leader, that you should pray for them. Maybe you pray for him if you feel, he's falling off. Right? To me, this thing what you do is not really, it's not the right way to go about it. Pastor Kumuyi has not committed any offense here. I don't know how people read the Bible. Scripturally, a believer is supposed to support any government in power and pray for the leaders because God is the one that gives power. Well, I also do not support this as well. We don't support any government in power. What if they come in and start slaughtering people? Will you be supporting them as well? Now, while we pray, we say God forbids to that. We also say, okay, fine. Truly, Pastor Kumuyi has actually done no wrong, but I think the pastor should, get his facts straight. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.